Do you know how this affects your savings? Trump repeats claims that Iran deal is only days away, despite recent strikes speaking to reporters after attending the NBA Finals in New York. Trump said the two parties are in the final stages of a very, very good deal. Here's everything we know so far. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by CNBC Top News. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
This White House decision is affecting your daily life right now. Former election official fact-checks Trump's claims of election fraud in California. Ripple effects and strong opinions are still flowing out of Trump's interview on NBC's Meet the Press over the weekend. Among the points of contention are Trump's baseless claims about the 2020 election results and the security of current elections. Lisa Desjardins speaks with Tammy Patrick at the National Association of Election Administrators to Let's break this down quickly. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are responding as the situation continues to develop in Washington. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by PBS NewsHour. Stay informed on what Washington is doing. Follow us for updates.
Did the judge make the right call? Court turns down appeals by elementary school student on AR-15 hat. Death row inmate claiming racial discrimination in jury selection. Here are the key details. This case has been closely watched by legal observers who say it sets a significant precedent. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by Scotto S. Blog. More court and legal updates daily on Global News Digest.
Every American with a bank account needs to hear this. Nuvalent shares surged 39% after UK's GSK agrees to buy the cancer drug maker for $10.6 billion. The deal comes at a time of biotech deal-making frenzy, driven by looming patent cliffs, newly buoyant public markets, and drug makers' race to bolster pipelines. This is why it matters. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by CNBC Top News. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
The DC story that is dominating every American newsroom today. Trump booed in New York as he becomes first U.S. president to attend NBA Finals. The catcalls came after ticket holders faced airport-style security to enter the venue at Madison Square Garden. Here's what's actually happening. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are responding as the situation continues to develop in Washington. Follow along as we cover the key details, the background, and what happens next. This story was reported by BBC US and Canada. Stay informed on what Washington is doing. Follow us for updates.
Which team just became the World Series favorite? MLB DFS, Top DraftKings, FanDuel Daily Fantasy Baseball picks include Cole Young on Monday, June 8. Sportsline's Mike McClure, a daily fantasy pro with more than $2 million in winnings, gives optimal MLB DFS lineup advice for Monday, June 8. The key facts you need to know. Teams across the league are reacting as this story continues to develop. This is a developing story, and we expect more information to emerge in the coming hours. This story was reported by CBS Sports MLB. More MLB headlines every day. Subscribe now.
Do you know how this affects your savings? Apollo and Blackstone raised $35 billion in chip financing deal for Anthropic transaction is one of largest private credit fundraisings, fueling Claude Maker's AI growth plans. Here's everything we know so far. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by Financial Times. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
Did the judge make the right call? White House ballroom battle may soon arrive at the Supreme Court, plus how opinions are assigned. Let's break this down quickly. Constitutional scholars and attorneys across the country are analyzing the full implications of this decision. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by Scotto S. Blog. Stay informed on the rulings that affect your rights. Subscribe.
Big tech just made a move that affects you personally. AI giants race to raise funds heats up as ChatGPT owner plans stock market debut. The company behind ChatGPT files its plans 1 week after Anthropic did the same. Here are the key details. Users and developers worldwide are already reacting to what this means for the future of technology. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by BBC Technology. More technology headlines every day. Subscribe so you don't miss them.
Here is what the political news actually means for your family. Trump's Save America Act shows signs of life in the Senate despite Republican revolt. Senate Republicans hit 50 votes on the Save America Act during a vote-a-rama, but the filibuster blocked the voter ID bill from advancing further. This is why it matters. Political analysts say this development could have major consequences heading into the next election cycle. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by Fox News Politics. For daily U.S. political news, subscribe to Global News Digest.